Guru is a great example of an idea born out of necessity. So being at Boomi, I remember us rolling out new features and me wanting to make sure I was communicating those new features and key things about those features to the sales team so they could start messaging them to their prospects. And whether it was an important new feature or a feature that, still had some duct tape wrapped around it here and there that maybe wasn't quite ready for prime time and we should be a little more hands-on than normal in those first few deployments. And so I would solve that by sending an email and send that out to the team, and then sort of watch that email just get deleted. And because, no fault of anyone's, we're all doing 8 things, and if you send that to me right then, I'm doing something else. Boomi's new feature is not top of mind for me, so I'm going to probably just delete it and forget it. And then that led into other things, things I'd learned about competitors that I wanted our guys to know so they could deposition them when they were on the phone, or how to respond to them, or how to handle certain objections around our security, or how we scale, or, all the stuff that comes up in a sales cycle. And then, so I started looking for things. I started looking at wikis and content sites and document stores, and I found that people tend not to really read those things. And a lot of work goes into creating that stuff and writing it, and then it just sort of sits there, and then no one really reads it, and then because no one really reads it, it kind of gets stale, and then because it's stale, if you do tend to go back and read it, the stuff you're reading is wrong because you've changed your product, or you've changed the thing you're talking about after that. And so then you use the information and it's wrong, and now you're telling the customer the wrong thing, which is even worse. And so sort of this big mess. And that was a company of 100 people. And then we got acquired by Dell, and now we're 100,000 people. And, one of the things Dell definitely wanted to do was enable their sales team of thousands of people to be looking for Boomi opportunities, looking for trigger points, positioning Boomi in. So we had to enable those reps too. So everything I just said now is times 100, right? It was this big pain. And I just remember looking around and being shocked that there was really nothing being built to solve this, and got really excited about the opportunity. And that led me to start Guru, with all of those failures in mind, basically of looking at the space in the past. And I even went to analyst shows and looked at the opportunity, and I felt like this is a real big thing that affects any sales team that's trying to grow and scale and be on message and be consistent with how they talk about things and quickly get expert answers and knowledge out of the heads of the subject matter experts on their team so that they can create a better experience for their customer. And that kind of led me to the jumping off point in doing Guru.